It all boils down to, are you willing to be a fucking badass? Are you willing to fucking push through? Do you want to be great or not? Big cat, big cat, big cat. You, a lot of people can't even fathom. They can't even fathom the arithmetic it takes to be great. The cycles you have to endure in order to become successful, triumphant, victorious. You have to activate certain DNA strands just in order to conjure up thoughts of victory and success. You got to be willing to go through certain tribulations with a strong faith and knowing that the Most High is going to pull you through. And not only will you get through it, you will be gifted for going through it with no complaint. You are God. You are directly tied to the divine, almighty source of knowledge, love, and life. We're all made in the image of greatness, period. What are you going to do with that is what the difference is. Are you going to be great in malevolence? Or are you going to be great in benevolence? What are you going to choose to be great in? There's two paths. A path of lightness and a path of darkness. Which one are you going to engage in? How are you going to engage in those paths? Are you going to walk with balance? Or are you going to be all over the place, falling off every chance you get? You got to learn how to be consistent. Once you learn how to be consistent in your faith and confidence and knowing in your ability to be great, to change any given circumstance in your reality, that's when you become a beast. That's when you become a monster. That's when you start to manifest everything and anything in your conscious and your psyche. That's when it starts to become easy. That's when shaping and molding and sculpting your body becomes easy. That's when molding and shaping and sculpting your reality becomes easy because you put in the work. You stayed obedient. A lot of people have no idea what it takes to be consistent. They'll do it for a little bit here and there, and then they'll fall right off. Fuck that shit. That is not big cat energy. You have to go hard. If you really want to be the big cat, big dog in your life, you have to go hard every day. A champion rests. He never gives up. He takes a short rest. Resting is okay. Resting is cool, but you get your ass up and you get back to it. There's no reason. There's no reason to be subdued with drugs, liquor, sexual addictions. There's no reason to be giving your vital life force energy to any of those things. If you want to manifest greatness, it starts from within. You give all that energy to yourself and watch everything you want start to manifest and magnetize and attract to you with the snap of a finger. You're chasing things that's depleting your godly essence. When you chase, you only become as good as what you are chasing. You have to sit with yourself. You have to heal through traumas, through scars, through blockages, through bondages to toxic individuals. Since birth, we're brought up, we're conditioned a certain way. Once you learn to break out of those conditionings and those mental restraints, that's when you learn to fully embody who you are. That's when you learn to fully attract your life's purpose. There's divinity, there's beauty in every single thing in this plane of existence. You can choose to look towards the benevolence, the good things, the good shit in this life, or you can choose to focus on the bad. You focus on the bad, I promise you, you're going to become the bad. You're going to attract the bad. You're going to attract undesired results. You focus on the good, you're going to attract beauty. You're going to attract abundance, sexiness, big cat energy. Yes. Cuz it's your birthright to be sexy. That's what a lot of us fail to understand. A lot of us have body dysmorphia, self, deceitful imagery, things that aren't even true about ourselves. We think we can't do it. You're infinite. You can do any and everything you put your damn mind to. Stop playing with these people. Like I said, you focus on the negative, you focus on the insecurities, that's how you're going to feel about yourself. But if you focus on the triumph, the greatness, the success, that's going to reflect out into your reality like no other, baby. The law of attraction. Learn to follow the hermetic laws of the universe. They were put in place for a reason, baby. What you give out is what you gonna receive. If you're tenacious, if you're unrestricted, if you're relentless, if you're possessed in your pursuit to greatness and stability and balance and immensity and protection and love and benevolence and light, that's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive all those beautiful, beautiful gifts from the almighty divine realm. Because you are almighty and divine. I promise on everything. A lot of times we suffer from amnesia because we like to surround ourselves with, low vibrational circumstances, low vibrational life-sucking individuals, entities. We attach ourselves to that shit. Unaware, not being mindful of the treachery that's really out there. If you tap into malevolence, you're going to get malevolence. If you tap into bad shit, you're going to get bad shit. Make sure you're not out there drinking and smoking your life away, hanging around individuals that's just sucking your life out. Make sure you ain't doing that. A lot of us have so much light in us, but we will never know because we continue to connect with vital, life-draining entities. We continue to give our power away from vampires, from ghouls, goblins, from thieves of energy. Once you realize that you've been connecting with a toxic source, that's when you begin to change your life. A lot of times it's better to be alone. It's better to be alone than it is to be with, I don't even want to say bad company. I want to say energy harvesting demons. A lot of us think we're just, this is my friend. No, that's not your friend. That's not your homie. It's not even a good conglomerate to be associating yourself with. Do y'all talk about business, ventures, and opportunities? Do y'all go in half on LLCs and you know what I'm saying? Do anybody in your circle tell you, hey man, you got a great idea, go get a sole proprietorship? Or are they always just saying, hey, let's go get high, bro. Let's go get drunk, bro. Let's just sit up here on this video game, not even set up a streaming, not even set up a camera. Let's just sit up here on this damn video game all day and waste our lives away. Do some push-ups? You got me fucked up. I'm playing Fortnite. Nah, bro. At least if you playing the game, hey, man, let's make videos, man. Let's try to get, let's try to get a little bit of income or recognition from this shit, man. Instead of just doing it just to do it. A lot of us ignore our spirit's calling. A lot of us have agitation in the spirit and the soul. A lot of us have depression, anxiety. You know what I'm saying? All mental disorders are directly linked to physical and spiritual disorders. Your mind, body, and soul are all linked together. So if you're suffering mentally or physically, that's because you have agitation, irritation. You're ignoring your spirit's calling. If you have any discomfort, discontent within, That's directly linked to your soul. Your soul is calling, begging for you to pay attention to it, begging for you to cultivate that inner knowing. You got to grow. You put here to grow. You're not put here to be stagnant and be a slave to a system. That's not the reason we're here. And as you get older and realize, start to become aware, self-aware of those agitations, of that discomfort, you start to realize, hey man, I'm put here for a lot deeper purpose than just, you know what I'm saying, getting drunk, watching UFC, going out getting drunk amongst a group of depressed people. A lot of us be hanging around so many depressed people and we don't even know it. You don't even know it. You don't even know that bar you at filled with people with self body images, destructive, deceitful body image problems. A lot of those people aren't confident. They aren't motivated. They're living with a slave lack mentality, doing the same thing over and over again. You know what insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna get different results living the same life you've been living. You have to know. If you don't move, you don't grow. You have to know. You have to know that you are divine and that you're meant for something much deeper than what we've been conditioned to believing in. It's kind of simple math. It's kind of simple math. If you eat shit, my boy, you gonna feel like shit. My lady, you gonna feel like shit. If you eat greatness, if you eat high vibrational food, if you subject yourself to high vibrational entities and frequencies and vibration, that's what you become. You become awakened. You become awakened and aware of your true life's purpose. Humans didn't get where we are today just by being for self. We didn't get where we are today just, it's all mine, I'm greedy, I'm not worried about no fucking body else. We got here by helping one another. Today, it's become a trend to help each other become malevolent. We're helping each other go to the bar. We're helping each other get strung out on meth. We're helping each other get fucked up. We're helping each other today, but it ain't in the good way. When humans reclaim their glory and decide that, hey, I'm going to help the next person to become their true self, their true authentic self. I'm going to be a stepping stool for the next person. I'm going to share my triumphant story, not my depressing story, not about how I got did wrong and I'm playing the victim. Today we love to share them stories, but that's not what it's about. Share the story about how you got up for the 100th time after being stabbed in the back and you took that motherfucking knife and you conquered the world with that one knife. That one blade. Share that glorific story. Share that. That's way more energizing than, I'm the victim. They did me so wrong. No, God don't make victims. God makes survivors. God creates survivors. The Most High creates survivors. You look out into the animals of this land and you embody them spirits. You got to be tenacious. You got to be able to blend in. You got to be sneaky. You got to be able to match energy. But at the same time, you got to know that there's a concrete essence within you that is incompromisable. You can't compromise with this spirit because it's mine. There's no compromise with this spirit. It's mine. You can't have it. So not only do you match energies, you have to be aware and mindful of your base energy. So when anything malevolent comes to knock you off of your axis, you say, no, you're not going to throw me off my axis. You say, fuck no. Yeah, that's cool. I'll only go so far until you present something to me that I know is not healthy for my soul, my spirit. I don't want it. Yeah, we can hang out, we can associate, but what we associating for? If we ain't talking about getting better, if you ain't motivating me, if you ain't lending me your energy and allowing me and being receptive for me to give you my energy, why are we talking? Why are we doing this? There's a deeper meaning to everything. Your suffering is for a reason, so you can begin to appreciate your awakening. Your discomfort is for a reason. Your disease is for a reason. It's not until you get hurt and fucked up then till you realize, damn, there's really a lot of value in being healthy. There's really a lot of value in eating healthy. There's really a lot of value in being positive. Because that negative shit had me suffering. I was hurting. I was crying every day. I was in depression. I was engaging in self-sabotage, self-hatred rituals, drinking, smoking, polluting my body, thinking that I was going to get positive results from it. There's a lot of rich people out there that hate their lives. They have to stay constantly sedated, medicated. Because once they sober up, that reality hit them. You know how hard it is? You know how hard it is to deceive yourself 24/7, to stay under constant amnesia, to stay under constant distress so hard that you have to constantly medicate and be on an external substance in order to feel good. That's not true divinity. Because as soon as you're back to your base frequency, as soon as you sober up, you hate reality again. You hate your reality all over again. That's a vicious cycle to be in. It's a vicious cycle to be in. Very nasty. Very nasty. That's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, because I've been all down through that shit. I lived in the lower frequencies, the lower dimensions for the first 20-some years of my life. The first 20-some years of my life, it wasn't until I started working out every day, drinking more water, praying. Yes, praying. Connecting with nature. It wasn't until I started, forcing myself to see the benevolence in this world that I started to reap the benefits of internal gratification. It wasn't until then I started to appreciate, man, it feels great to run. It feels great to be healthy and active. This is better than any of the drugs I was doing. This is better than getting sloppy drunk and regretting every decision I was making, losing my damn money, my mind, my sanity, my spirit. I was lost. I was lost out there roaming, looking for somebody to save me. The Savior is inside of you. That Savior is inside of you. The person you looking for externally to save you, he is right there. It's right there. Go get it. Go get it. You have to be on that big cat hunt ferocity shit. You have to hunt down your goals. If your goal is to stop drinking, get off of drugs, stay your ass inside. There's nothing outside for you. Go sit out in the front yard, connect with the earth, connect with nature. That is the most gratifying, healing source of life you can possibly connect to. It don't cost anything. It don't cost not a damn thing to let the sun touch your skin and regenerate every single cell in your sexy body. It don't cost nothing. You know what? I'm lying. It'll cost you friends. It'll cost you people that mean you no good. It'll cost you people that want to see you self-destruct because they're self-destructing. Misery loves company. Like I said, if you ain't getting together with a group of people to talk about, where y'all gonna be in the future 5 years from now, saying 2 days from now, if you just getting together with people to say, hey, let's go get drunk, let's go get this bottle and regret everything we've done. Let's feel good for the moment instead of feeling good for a lifetime and generations to come. That's the only difference. You can choose to be sedated and feel good for the now, or you can choose to be empowered and feel good for the future, for infinity. Working out releases the same dopamines that doing drugs does. Praying releases the same dopamines that, being codependent on another person does. When you decide to engage in self-love, you benefit in ways that you'll never be able to perceive when you were doing those low vibrational toxic acts, self-hatred rituals. You start to think different when you engage in love, when you engage in self-love, when you cook for yourself, when you work out, when you think for yourself, when you don't depend on nobody else to make your decisions for you. That's when you become a true divine individual. You can break cycles. You can elevate past certain mindsets. You can destroy insecurities. You become confident. Because you don't need anything external. You don't need anything outside of you to be the divine source that you were meant to be. It's our birthright to be connected to infinite knowledge, to infinite capabilities. It's our birthright. But when we're born into darkness. We're born into a system hell-bent on corrupting us, on brainwashing us, on conditioning us to filth. When you're a child, you have no say over that. But once you get older, you're not a kid anymore. You have a choice. You have a choice to be great. The sun don't cost nothing. This is the almighty source of healing, of knowledge, of protection, divinity, and benevolence. It does not cost a thing to energize your vessel. A lot of us think this is something you need money to achieve. It's not. It's your birthright. There are things we were born needing to access, to tap into in order to really cultivate our divinity. If you're not connecting with nature every day, you're selling yourself short. You're really selling yourself short. You're selling God short. You're downplaying God. Do you realize how magical this is? It's a floating fucking ball of fire in the middle of the sky. If you deny the mystic origins of the mystic properties of this realm of existence, you're denying God. You can't try to make sense of certain shit. You can't Google this. You can't Google why there's a floating ball. It's not going to give you a correct answer other than God. The wind blows. There's objects you can feel but not see. How do you explain that? It's unexplainable. The only explanation is God. You're a walking flesh suit inhabited by invisible frequencies. Science is based off of a theory. That's what most people don't understand. You can't explain shit with science. Science is just as good as religion, because religion is based off of a damn theory too. What are you talking about? The Big Bang theory, but I wanna explain things with science, philosophies. That doesn't make sense. Your science is based off of a theory as well. You can't. No, that doesn't suffice. It does not suffice. Stop trying to be scientific. There are realms beyond our perception that have a great influence on this physical realm of existence. They have a vital influence on this physical realm of existence. You can't write that off. There's no philosophy. There's nothing that can write that off other than God, other than there are higher beings at play here. There is a divine plan. There is divine orchestration. And we are part of that. My cat, he likes when I preach that. He like when I talk that big cat talk. You know what I'm saying? He like that. Hey, Leo. Man, it's all love, y'all. It's all love. You're all beautiful. Like, even if you don't think you're beautiful whether you want to be or not. That's the bad part. You're an animated meat flesh suit, bro. You are an animated meat flesh suit. If that's there's it don't you you can't explain that. You can put however many labels and however you can try to, you know what I'm saying, you can try to theorize it all you want. You can try to, go by your theories, and science is a theory. The Big Bang Theory is what science is based on. I just want some people to get that in their heads. Yes, everything is a theory. Stop trying to label shit. There's some things you can't explain because it's God's hand in it. God put the divine realm, put their hand in it. You got to learn that once you start to know that there are no limitations, only the limits you place upon yourself, that's when you start to grow. God is infinite. God made us, so why wouldn't you be infinite? Why would you not be infinite? Ask yourself that. If God is infinite, eternal, forever, everlasting, why wouldn't the divine realm make their creation to be the same exact thing? We're all creations of divinity. We are all divine, infinite beings. A lot of us are just suffering from amnesia. We keep connecting to the wrong sources of intelligence, of life, of love. Once you start to seek out the truth, you become the truth, period. I wish everybody a beautiful, benevolent, happy, balanced lifetime. I want enlightenment. I want enlightenment. So I'm going to be enlightened. You simply be. That's the rules. You simply are. Once you decide that this is what I am going to be, there's nothing else in this reality that can deter you from that God-given right to be what you want to be. There's simply nothing in this reality that can stop you from that. Just hold on. Just remember, there's a fucking ball of fire in the sky. There's a ball of, bruh. What are you debating about? Why are you trying to rationalize this shit? Just chalk it up. Chalk it up as another W for God, buddy. Chalk it up as another W, bud. This is another dub. This is another dub. Another dubby dub dub. Dubby dub dub. Bro, what is this thing? Really? We label it a cat, but what is it? It don't make... What is it? What am I? What am I? We try to rationalize the most craziest shit. And that's part of the ego. The ego says everything is separate. Everything has its place. Everything is labeled, compartmentalized. No, the spirit says everything is connected and infinite. Your soul knows everything is connected. Whatever I do affects you. Whatever you do affects me. That's why if you surround yourself with low vibrational people, even if they don't say anything, those thoughts that they're thinking, your thoughts release an electromagnetic waves. Even if you surround yourself with a low vibrational person, their thoughts become yours. Telepathy is very real. Make sure you are being fully aware and conscious of who you surround yourself by, who you decide to let influence you. What you eat, what you watch on TV, because it all accumulates up and binds to your to who you are, to your being. Much love, much happiness. Sun-seated big cat. Sun-seated big cat. Sun-seated big cat. Much love. We out. Hit me up. If you know what I'm saying, don't forget to like, share, and comment. You know what I'm saying. Subscribe. I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more shit. I'm making an altar. I'm making a spiritual. I'm starting a spiritual business. Sun-seated tea, ENT. What else we got? I'm building an office right now in my second bedroom. I'm gonna start doing like, psychic readings and shit like that. Just a whole lot of divine shit on my side, you know what I'm saying? Sun-seated, big cat energy. We really do this shit all day, every day. There's no discrepancies, there's no confusion. You know what I'm saying? We walk that line. We walk that line of balance. You need the darkness as well as you need the light. Just make sure you're being balanced every day in order to embody the divine masculine and divine feminine, because we all channel those energies within us. If you're in balance, you're gonna, you're gonna be living an imbalanced reality. Just make sure you're loving yourself to the fullest extent and giving yourself the power you give to others. Mwah. Love, much balance, much love, happiness, fulfillment, and wholeness. Hey, y'all have a beautiful day.